Good afternoon on what is a bright, warm and breezy day. It is Friday the 8th of July. I have a nice hot cup of tea and a box to continue delving into. So let's see what is next in this box. So I have already poured out several things. So Homeworld Revelations Quick Starts, third issue of Level 1 magazine, Strange Light breaks for the Iron Kingdom setting, and Skitter Warp for the Starfinder role-playing game. And what these all have in common is that these are the releases from various publishers for Free RPG Day 2022, which took place on June the 25th in the United States, and then takes place on July 23rd internationally. So, underneath this, what I have is this. One single sheet of cardboard, and it is that a familiar problem. It is, quite literally a role-playing game on essentially a sheet of A4, and it's from Darrington Press, and you can actually watch it being played on the Critical Role YouTube channel, because there's a QR code, and you've got advertising as well, like for fine games from Darrington Press, so Guardians of Matrimonia, Yokota, and a Tal'Darai campaign setting Reborn. So this is also sort of tied into the Critical Role setting. So all that's really kind of advertising on the back. But on the front, a familiar problem. You're a small magical creature. Some powerful spellcaster as an assistant, but that spellcaster is on something called an adventure and has forgotten all about you. You and your companions bound together to share the adventures that you're worth paying attention to. You decide on a vital mission and help them on the adventure, and then set to it. It's essentially it's a prompt. It's really sort of like essentially it's got two sections here. So it's got like gameplay section and player section, and you select or roll for a familiar, whether that's a bat, a crab, frog or toad, rat or raven, cat, and so on. And you have pocket magic like Butterfingers or change form or limited invisibility, so that's all there. And you've also got a break number, which is basically presumably a kind of a failure state. And then familiar attributes: clever, fierce, sly, quick, and so on. Difficulty numbers ranging from 1 to 10. And then you've got essentially a mission generator. So you've got your mission, the adventure, and the location. Just roll that, ready to go. And then essentially make a character by rolling for choosing a species. Roll 3 times to the pocket magic table. When you act, roll a 10-sided dice at the most appropriate stats if you're equal to or higher than the difficulty number, etc. Essentially, when you fail a dangerous roll, mark 1 stress, and you gain enough stress. Essentially, you reach your breaking point, and then essentially the other familiars calm you down. And honestly, there's not a lot to it. I mean, really, it's more like an introduction, and I think you're thinking, that it? Because, as I say, most of it is advertising, and you may be wanting perhaps a bit more than is here to really play it effectively. I'm not saying you cannot get a game out of this, but this is essentially the kind of setup game rather than the full game itself. There's no guide. It's sort of like, do you need a referee? Do you need what about elements? Where how do you play? Essentially, is it a cooperative game? Essentially, you're working with to create this world, or and so on. Just a bit more information, I think, would have been good on this. I think it's an interesting sort of basically flyer for the game rather than the full thing, full quick start itself. There's the basis of decent set mechanics on there, but not enough information on sort of like what you're doing kind of in the game. Pretty much sure that sort of like some space could have been made on there for that. But yeah, okay. Well, look, as an introduction to role playing, you know, you really kind of need to know what it's about to really look at this. It's an introduction to a game that you might want to play. Fine. You definitely want to go and find out more information if you're going to do anything with it. Yeah, so that's a familiar problem from Darrington Press for Free RPG 2022. If you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook, and it's quite a short one, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I appreciate you taking the time to post those. And penultimately, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box, which I will open and pull out something interesting, and whether that's a book or a game, and chat about it to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do hit that subscribe button. Lastly, I do want to thank David Salisbury at Fanboy3 in Manchester for providing me with these titles for both this unboxing and the reviews for Free RPG Day 2022. Without him and his generosity, I wouldn't be able to do it. I absolutely appreciate you know, him helping me do that. So thank you, David. Supply of cakes will be coming your way November. And if you are, of course, in Manchester and in need of a good game shop, then you will find no better game shop than Fanboy3. Great stock of board games, great stock of role-playing games. I've been there a few times and always come away with my wallet a little lighter. Anyway, that's it. Thanks again for watching another unboxing of the Nook. I'll be back again tomorrow with another one. Bye for now.